All right, everyone, welcome to Match Day 2, live here at the 2024 Concacaf Futsal Championships. We have Canada versus Panama just about to get ready to come up as we take a look at Group B standings. Panama with a big win yesterday to go top of the group with 3, while Canada and Cuba drawing yesterday in a 5-5 thriller, each earning a point. And we see at the bottom of the table, Cuba yet to earn. So host Nicaragua with 0 points, Canada and Cuba at 1, and Panama finishing in 4th place last time in the 2021 Concacaf Futsal Championships, looking to book their spot in to the quarterfinal stage early for next week. As we see the fans live here at the beautiful arena in Managua, Nicaragua, 8,000 capacity in the Polideportivo, Alexis Arguello, named after the legendary 3-weight class boxing champion who eventually became mayor of the capital city. And of course, after this match, the host Nicaragua will be looking to rebound as they take on Cuba in what should be a full capacity house, full of sound, full of energy, full of passion, ready for futsal glory.
Damas y caballeros, démosle la bienvenida al Campeonato Futsal de Concacaf 2024 a la Selección Nacional de Canadá y a la Selección Nacional de Panamá.
Here come the referees for the match. The always trusty Diego Lopez from Costa Rica, followed by number 2, Lester Mazariegos from Guatemala, USA's Josh Wilkins, and Misael Pereira from El Salvador will be holding it down tonight. All quality officials as the teams line up getting ready for the national anthems. A nice little historical rivalry here with Canada and Panama, both facing each other in the quarterfinals in 2021, going to PKs. Heartbreak for Canada, glory for Panama, and this will be an absolute banger tonight. Make no mistake, if you've just tuned in, get ready for a great match as we get the national anthems underway. National anthem of Canada all set, and now the national anthem for Panama.
integrantes de la selección de Canadá. Con el número 12, Halu Ward. Con el número 6, Montaner El Arshani. Con el número 7, Okshaw Abel Domayi. Con el número 9, Emily Roy. Con el número 10, Samuel Hall. Con el número 1, John Smith. Con el número 2, Samir Morsi. Con el número 3, Sebastián López Juárez. Con el número 4, Yacir Isaac. Con el número 5, Raheem Rose. Con el número 8, Kenchuki Ayla. Con el número 11, Daniel Chamale. Con el número 13, Martín Gerard. Con el número 14, Olvin Cavi. A continuación presentamos los integrantes de la selección de Panamá. Con el número 1, Jaime Peñalosa. Con el número 7, Claudio Rodríguez. Con el número 8, Román Miller. Con el número 9, Aquiles Campos. Con el número 10, Alfonso Marquensi. Con el número 12, José Álvarez. Con el número 2, José Luis Caballero. Con el número 3, Oscar Vins. Con el número 4, José Escobar. Con el número 5, Ángel Escobar. Con el número 6, Ángel Ortiz. Con el número 11, Ángel Castellón. Con el número 13, Alan Aparicio. Con el número 14, Boxing Woodberg.
Going to be hard to contain tonight. As well, number 8, Rumen Milord from Panama. Had an excellent game himself yesterday, scoring in the opening 3 minutes of the match in their 6-3 victory over host Nicaragua in front of 8,000 strong. Well, here we have it. Match day 2 about to start off. As we see Panama getting possession first. Canada doing a takeover. Ooh, quick opportunity out there for Canada just wide of the goal. Taken by number 10, Safwane Mela. A fantastic young player, also out of Montreal, 22 years old. Definitely always an attacking threat for the Canadians. And it appears the ball had rolled onto the court over there, and changes Panama with the ball in their own end. A fast and a very strong Panama side as always. This is their 6th appearance in the Concacaf Championships, with their best finish being a silver back in 2016 and a 4th place finish in 2021 in a thriller against Guatemala that went into extra time. Panama have made the last 3 FIFA Futsal World Cups, finished last in their group last time, but respectively to the Czech Republic, Vietnam, and Brazil. Canada looking to get to their first FIFA Futsal World Cup since 1989, back when it was the 1989 Futsal World Championship in the Netherlands as an invitee. They finished third in that group with Belgium, Argentina, and a victory over Japan. As we see Canada coming out of their half. As the referee asking for the 5 meters of space. Panama patiently waiting for an opportunity and a gap to exploit here. The first goal ever so important. So we see defensive lapse over there from Abdel Mbusha, the 30-year-old out of Sporting Montreal. The backbone of this national team with 7 players selected. Panama with the corner. Oh, and the mishit volley as Canada come out and counter along the wing. A little too much of a heavy touch. And a solid shot over there, but just missing the mark wide out there by number 10, Alfonso Mackenzie. Panama again on the attack. No foul called there as Canada come back out. Bucha over to Obeng Tabi. Tabi, another one of those Sporting Montreal stars. A little contact over there. You could expect it to be a testy one as this game goes in. The teams will want to be disciplined for sure. But with these two, they play hard, they play fast. An attempt there by Peñalosa. Not reaching his player over there. Canada takes over in their zone. Over to goalie Callum Weir, the first ever Yukon player to play for the Canadian national team. Only 20 years of age. Young, promising superstar in the futsal world. So we see a collision over there between Alfonso Mackenzie and Daniel Chamelet of Toronto. Playing in his 4th Concacaf Futsal Championship all the way back in 2012 in Guatemala. And the remarkable thing there is Chamelet, only 31 years old. As we see Canada putting the ball up to post over to Chamelet. One of the best defenders is Chamelet in the CONCACAF region. And it's all about that experience. As we see Sebastian Lopez back over to Weir. Kwame, a pair of goals yesterday, an absolute dynamite player, a lot of speed, a lot of strength, a lot of heart and determination, and you can expect big performances out of him here for the rest of the group stage, but obviously wanted to get that big W tonight against the rivals, Panama, as we see the Panamanians breaking out and conceding possession. They will. Seal bang tabby. Over down to Lopez, the Colombian, gaining his Canadian citizenship recently. Oh, great move. And there the Canadians just almost put it in. And wide. What an opportunity, as we said. Louis Kwame just missing the mark. And that's what he's all about. The 27-year-old is just a different type of player out there. Panama break into the Canadian zone. Take a shot and they score! First blood drawn by Panama as Alfonso Mackenzie slots it in the lower left corner. One of two foreign players out of the Panama side as he plays for Pantawalan in Peru, as we see the replay. Goalkeeper Callum Weir getting down and it hits his leg, but just not enough to keep it out as Mackenzie puts Panama up 1-0 here in the first 5 minutes of the first half of Group Stage 2. Match Day 2 in Group B. Canada also going down yesterday, early 3-0 in the first 5 minutes over to Cuba, but gained composure, came back, made it a very close game, and of course they drew 5-5. A win here absolutely pivotal for both teams. A win for Panama, automatic assurance, as we see Canada going deep. Panama with a quick counter. Shot attempt out there by Miller. And Montesar blocking it in. Oh, a second goal right off of the corner. It's deja vu from yesterday as we see Abdiel Ortiz coming in and slotting it home to put Panama up 2-0. As we see Goodridge slotting it over down to Ortiz, who was completely left open and just made no mistake about it. 2-0. Just over 5 minutes in here to the first half. Foul called on Panama. For those relatively new to futsal, you'll know that there's now 5 accumulated fouls per half, with every foul a team committing after 5 resulting in an obstructed free kick from 10 meters out. Canada putting it in the corner. Attempt, oh, great attempt out there. And just palmed away by Peñalosa. Canada would just love to get one back. They do not want to repeat what happened yesterday when they went 3-0 down to Cuba in the first 5, already down 2 to Panama. But with futsal, there's plenty of goals and plenty of time to make this happen. As we see Chamelet to Safwan Mila. This match timing run over there sees Canada take possession as they'll look to regain some composure, find an opportunity to exploit here against Panama, and try to get back in this game. And again with possession over to Mackenzie, the veteran fouled, and it looks like the first card of the day. Going over to number 9, Loic Kwame, the 27-year-old, playing in the PLFQ with Evolution Futsal. Wildly enough, Kwame was thinking about leaving futsal, but turning out to be one of the best players in Canada, and showcasing that yesterday with his 2-goal performance against Cuba. But he'll need to calm down and avoid getting red-carded. A second yellow would be devastating to him and to the Canadian team at large, as we see Weir try to lay the ball through the center. Oh, great little move out there. Big time save by Callum Weir. That could have easily been the third goal, as Oscar Hinks exploited. Panama again on the attack. And a shot wide by Abdiel Ortiz. Almost on the foot of Kwame. And again, taking it off to Hinks, the veteran, picked off by Canada. All alone. And they score! A 2-0, and as we said, that is the man to watch for Canada. Number 9, Loic Kwame, getting Canada back in it. It could have been 3-0, but instead Canada now just down a goal. It's the ball coming in. Keeper just getting a piece of it and off the post, but Kwame with the quick reflexes with his left foot to slot it in. And we have a close game already with 12:21 left here in the first. We said there would be goals. We said there would be action. And it has delivered so far. Not even halfway through the first half. And we already have 3. And that will certainly make the fans back in Canada proud, especially all the players. As Canada on the attack again at the Players of the Canadian Championships, which is scheduled this weekend as well, with Sporting Montreal and 9 de Octubre playing in the championship for the second straight year. Sporting with 7 players on this national team missing it, and 3 from Octubre missing, as Octubre went on to win 5-3. So I know everyone back there now is watching this pivotal match, as we see the veteran Daniel Chamelet getting a foul in there, going to Alfonso McKenzie. Safwan Mala taking a few steps back, to say the least, assessing the situation. Trying to put it towards the center and maybe hope for a deflection, to no avail. They're in. And Busha, the 30-year-old, is giving it away, and Panama losing possession out of bounds. Busha from Sporting Montreal. Only one of 3 Canadian players over the age of 30 on this team. Mala over to Mbusha. Laid off. Kwame picked off by Panama. Panama looking to regain that 2-goal lead. Panama again on the attack, coming in. Big opportunity there The Bilkadu, as we see, exploited on that side, and the shot just going well wide of the mark out there as we see the 20-year-old Yukon goalkeeper Weir bringing it up. The veteran Oscar Hinks playing for CD Milenio in the Panama Futsal League. 12 of the 14 players playing domestically in Panama, with the exceptions being Abdiel Escobar and, Canada with a big-time opportunity, but again, over the bar. Seems a lot of these shots are just going over the crossbar, and there's number 3, Sebastian Lopez. Oh, great move out there by Millard. Lopez in. Down to Weir. Brings the Chamelet. Fast efforts there by Yassine Saad, but getting called with Panama retaining possession. And Yassine Saad, also 22 years old. Again, one of the foundations of Sporting Montreal. Very bright career for the young lad. You could hear the air horns here in Managua. This beautiful arena just absolutely bringing the noise, especially as the stadium fills up with Panama and Canada, but followed by the host Nicaragua and Cuba to come right after this. So stay tuned. Great move by Lopez, left foot. On target, just not enough juice out there, and will be very difficult to beat Peñalosa with shots like this. Here's the replay. Beautiful left-footed strike, just a little under hit though. Should be seeing a lot more of the young Lopez. Getting his first caps this week for Canada. Representing Toronto Idolo, the two-time national champions out of Toronto. Players here from Sporting Montreal, also two-time national champions. And with Octobre's win earlier today, the Canadian Championships, that's 3 clubs with 2 stars now, and we'll see a timeout called over by Panama with a 2-1 lead right now. And we'll see head coach Kit Saladopoulos give the game plan on how Canada can come back and tie it. Take a look at some of the goals out here. Mackenzie. And then Canada's goal. Kwame following up all the way through, committed to the end. And this game is really just getting started. Back in the 2021 Concacaf Championships, it was Panama beating Suriname and Mexico to finish top of their group. Again, as we said before, eliminating Canada in PKs to clinch their World Cup spot. And that big 6-3 win yesterday against Nicaragua in front of 8,000 strong here was another intention of them going back to their 4th World Cup. But this young squad from Canada certainly not going to be giving up that easily for sure. A lot of heart, a lot of speed. Probably the biggest change was the speed of this team and their ability to press. Wouldn't be surprised to see either of these teams, or both of these teams, I should say, qualify for the 2024 FIFA Futsal World Cup. that's slated for Uzbekistan later this fall. Picked off by Canada as they come on the counter, but now we see a 2v1 with Panama. And a third goal for Panama. This man has been absolutely unstoppable for Panama so far. Again and again and again, we see the offensive prowess of Alfonso Mackenzie, the 26-year-old, just beating Callum Weir-Lowe. And like that, Panama regains their 2-goal lead. And it was similar yesterday with the counters against Canada. They're going to have to plug those holes in the back. But Weir will feel as if he's going to want to have had that one again. Strong effort as Canada coming in the offensive zone. Nice effort there by Lopez, but a little too much juice over for Mala. And Montasar El Harchali, the 23-year-old, getting his minutes in. As Lopez over the Kwame. Mala going for it, but getting the deflection. Canada with the inbounds kick. The official just bringing Kwame back a few meters. Very experienced crew of officials, as we see, surrounded by all four Panama players. And a corner for Canada it will be. As we see Aquiles Campos putting it out. Another corner for Canada. As we see Montasser, affectionately known as Monty back home, looking to make an impact. And speaking of impact, that number 9, you give him space for the shot. Dangerous things happen. Panama getting in front out there, obviously, and trying to ensure that he doesn't get a second, but a solid defensive duo right there, preventing Canada from going 1-0 there. And that's the last person you really want to see going on a breakaway is Safwan Mala. There we see the coaching staff led by Kit Seladopoulos, and to his right, Lorenzo Redwood. As we see Peñalosa going up. That's one of the beautiful things about futsal is even the goalkeepers can score, get involved in the game. It makes it exceptionally exciting. Elements of basketball, hockey, and soccer out here. But there's nothing like futsal. And if this is your first time tasting the futsal super, hope you're enjoying it. Action-packed game. As we see Panama going in again. Trying to cut into the center over there. Jose Luis Caballero. Instead, opting to bring it out to Mackenzie, the talisman from Panama. This time in the pass over there to his longtime compatriot, Claudio Goodridge. No major threat there. Run here by Panama in the center, finding wide open. Oh, and a miss hit there by Caballero. As we see the pass come on in. It appears as if Weir got a foot on it. Indeed it is. Panama with the corner. Good slide there by Caballero. The veteran Chamelet. Working well with Sebastian Lopez. And of course, the man with the fantastic hair, Yassine Saad. Lopez looking for an opportunity. Back to Saad. Saad taking the shot, blocked by Hinks. Hinks, the big man. Very strong, very powerful. And Caballero just blasting it out. Wanted to ensure that they're able to regroup, and that they will do as Hinks takes the kick in from their own end, but giving it up immediately. Canada retaining possession. An attempted run along the touchline there. Not able to make do. It's Jose Escobar. One of two brothers on the team with Abdiel Escobar, number 5. Jose plying his trade at CD Milenio. And an attempt going down. Just a foot short out there. Montasar El Harchali. And a beautiful ball going down the side. Fancy footwork out there by Roman Milord, the 26-year-old playing for Los Lobos in Panama. One of 4 Los Lobos players. A foul called. Right there is Sebastian Lopez. Gets yanked down. Ortiz taking the foul rather than letting Lopez go ahead. Oh, big move out there. And just missing out the outside of the net was number 14, Obeng Tabi. You can just see the explosive first step on the 23-year-old star from Montreal. Wishing he had that one back again. Oh, and a breakaway for Panama. Big time save by Callum Weir to keep Canada within 2. The move out there just out. It looks like it just came off the foot. Number 7, Mbusha. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Match day 2 in Group B of the Concacaf Futsal Championships. Arguably the group of death. Cuba, Nicaragua, Panama, and Canada. Any 4 of these teams could finish top of the group. Panama again. A knock there in the legs. We're going to see a card. Over to number 10, Safwan Mala. So we take a look again. Just getting the bump in the front. Over there is Mala. Getting a yellow, as well as teammate Loet Kwame, two of the most experienced futsal players on the Canadian team. Definitely want to avoid getting that second yellow for obvious reasons. Mackenzie trying to get over to number 3 as we see a little back and forth there between Hinks and Mala. Hinks not liking Mala's gamesmanship one bit. Putting it down. Kwame tries to go cross court. And it goes out for a Panama kick-in. As we approach the final minute here in the first half. Will Canada be able to get one more before the end of the half? Will Panama increase their lead? One thing's for certain, this second half coming up is going to be something special as these teams desperately vie for a higher ranking towards the march for that quarterfinal. 4 spots available for the FIFA Futsal World Cup. And the winner of those quarterfinal matches are the ones going to get that World Cup berth. Mala at center court. Not that they're losing possession. Just under 30 seconds remaining. Oh, Panama with a big opportunity here. Wide open was Oscar Hinks, the oldest player on the court out here at the age of 38, experienced millennial. Stars, we see 8.7 seconds left on the clock. Make sure to stay tuned. You'll see the highlights from the first half. As Peñalosa keen to just kill out the clock. 2.6 left. And that will do it. Panama picking up where they left off as we see some words between Mala and Hinks again. And the referee's quick to ensure no shenanigans ensue. Again, Panama 3, Canada 1 at halftime. Stay tuned for the highlights. And make sure not to tune out because this second half is going to be something special. This is what futsal is all about. Big goals, big saves, big plays. right, we're back now, getting ready for the second half between Canada and Panama. Match day 2 in Group B, the group of death here at the 2024 Concacaf Futsal Championships. And it appears as if there may be a goalkeeper change there in Canada. It looks as if the 35-year-old from Nueve de Octubre, John Smits, the man with the big mitts, is coming in. As we see Canada lined up. Number 9, Luet Kwame, the 27-year-old stud from Evolution Futsal. Hopping up on his toes. He looks ready to go. We see Safwan Mala, a competitor who loves to win. Cool, calm, and collected look in Panama's side. Very experienced. With 8 returning players from 2021, they know what's needed to hold off on the win. 3-time consecutive World Cup appearances. They want to make it a 4th, and they'll be one giant step closer if they can hold off Canada in this one. And the second half is kicked off as Mbusha. Over to Kwame. Look at the footwork again. Canada turn it, Kwame. Now, is it in the penalty area or is it outside? All the players from Canada asking for cards. As we take a look out here, just outside of the penalty area. The takedown, Mackenzie. Very, very close to a penalty there, but still. A dangerous opportunity, and we see Mala and Busha calling for the cards, waving their hands up in the air. I see here the debate between Campos and Mbusha. A little bit of love and respect. All about sportsmanship. That's what it's about. Oh. And it is indeed a penalty. We thought he was going to be just outside the line. Big opportunity. Luet Kwame. And some shoving going on here between Obeng Tami and Roman Milord. A yellow card over to Obeng Tabi. And Milord also getting the yellow, but a big opportunity here for Canada. Will the stud Luet Kwame bring Canada within 1? And buries it, makes no mistake about it. Canada getting their second, and what a time to get it in the first minute here of the second half. Lays an absolute rocket in the bottom left corner. So fast, just not enough reaction time Peñalosa had. And here we go, 19 seconds into the second half. Canada making it within 1, and that's going to be unbelievable for their confidence. Try to get back and tie this game up. Panama now try to ensure that they don't blow a 2-goal lead early on, and coming out to make an attempt at that far post was McQuincy. And not a solid attempt there out by Claudio Goodridge, the 34-year-old veteran from Villanueva in the Panama League. Out of bounds it was, Panama possession. You have 3 groups here in the Concacaf Futsal Championship, with the top 2 teams advancing and the 2 best third-place finishers going to the quarterfinals. And as we said earlier, those who win the quarterfinals book their ticket to Uzbekistan for the FIFA Futsal World Cup. A little shove there by Tabi. Panama crossing into the Canadian half. Attempt in. Appeared to be a shove there from McKenzie. And he's already on a yellow. He's got to keep his hands to himself, because losing him would be a big loss for Panama as he sends Obeng Tabi tumbling to the floor. And Sebastian Lopez working together with Matzi Jalab, the 20-year-old from Albi Futsal Club. Along with goalkeeper Callum Weir, the youngest on this Canadian side. Matzi had a fantastic year in the PLFQ in Quebec, the local regional league. Canada intercepting with Daniel Chamelet getting bullied off the ball. Panama going in. Big time stop out there. That was a crucial opportunity for Panama. But the big man coming in deep. He's such a force in that net, it's almost impossible to see an empty area in which to shoot. And a missed touch out there by McKenzie. As we see Montessor bring it in to Lopez, giving it off to Madzi. There we go, Chamelet laying it off. Canada on the attack. Oh, and just sitting absolutely unmarked far post was Montasar El Harchali, dying for that pass to tie it in, and to no avail. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the second half, and a bad giveaway there by Lopez and a foul. As we take a look again, if Lopez doesn't take that foul, that's a breakaway. Reassessing if they might need to clean it up after the spill, the sweat, and that's exactly what's happening as the cleanup crew comes out. This futsal surface can get slippery. Later the game goes, all that sweat. This line of Lopez and Madzi eating up a lot of minutes out here. And of course, Montasar keen to get another opportunity again as Lopez putting it in. Just not enough, but they'll still retain possession. Deep in the Panama half. A win here would put Canada on 4 points and surely qualify for the quarterfinal stage. Whereas if Panama win, they go top of the table with 6 points and assure themselves of a position, as we see Canadian coach Kit Seladopoulos barking the instructions out to his team on what he wants to see. Buja finding Madzi, but marked tight and well. And a kick in for Panama in their own zone. And make sure you stay tuned after. As you can tell, it's getting very loud in the arena here in Managua as the host Nicaragua take on Cuba in the other match in Group B. And that is going to get loud as it gets. A great crowd here in Nicaragua, making the noise. As we see Canada looking to press and tie this game up. Deep into the corner. Back in, but out of bounds. Panama ball. Panama going into the Canadian side, looking for a foul and getting it. As we see Chabalet bumping Alfonso Mackenzie. And Chabalet will come off. And we'll see the court cleaners come off and make this smooth and not slippery again, because it is an unforgiving surface. If you've ever been on a futsal court and hit that ground, you certainly know it's not for the faint of heart. And we see Abdiel Ortiz winding up. Getting an opportunity, left foot, what a shot and what a goal by Abdiel Ortiz. My goodness. A left-footed rocket from the 27-year-old Los Lobos star. We'll have another look again, a ball in. And oh my goodness, beautiful left shot out here. Ortiz getting around his defender and just rocketing up high. Not much the keeper can do about it. 4-2, Panama here in the second half. We see the big man, John Smits, won the national championship last year. As Canada on the attack. Oh, an opportunity almost. As we see Loic Kwame, the viable threat. And the inbound's over to Obeng Tabi, missing the mark. And Kwame just wondering if more chances are going to come. And you can sure as heck bet with a quality like that, and the 14:26 left here in the second, that there sure is a trick or two less up his sleeve to try and get the Canadians back into this match. Peñalosa deep into the corner. Panama going cross court, but intercepted there by Mbusha. Does Canada break out? And a foul called against Loic Kwame, but hold on a second. It appears to be the second yellow card for Alfonso Mackenzie. No, waving. All right. You see the slide coming in against Loic Kwame, and immediately Alfonso gets up. The referee asking for another cleaning again. Canada lining up, setting up for Safwan. Oh, tried to find Mbusha by the far post, and not enough as we see it here. Safwan, oh, a split millisecond away from making this a one-goal game. Veloza bringing it over to Jose Escobar. Two yellow cards for Panama. Number 8, Roman Milord. And of course, as we saw, Alfonso Mackenzie. See a couple of substitutions coming in for Canada. Sebastian Lopez handing off the penny to Mbusha. Kwame not getting the foul. Panama now on the break. Ortiz. We saw what that left-footed shot did a few minutes ago, and he is keen to get it again. And you'd have to think a fifth goal by Panama right now would make it very difficult for Canada to get back in. We know futsal's high scoring, very intense, and you can never ever count out the Canadians, that is for sure. But you'd have to think, obviously, that Canada getting the next goal is absolutely the clutch moment right here. In an attempt by Montesser. El Harchali. Not making a do as Panama try again in a left-footed effort. Going across the penalty area. Not getting in. The other Escobar. Canada press it in deep. Looking to find number 6, Montasser. Deep in the penalty area was number 5, Raheem Rose. Panama on the attack. Bringing it back out to center court. Ortiz going 1v1. Number 6 versus number 6. Ortiz again. Almost giving it up. Through the legs of the defender, but deep in the corner, losing possession there. Jose Escobar. As we see the Canadian coaching staff look up at the clock. Plenty of time here as a foul called against Panama. Abdiel Escobar fouling Madzi Jalab. Fancy footwork there of Montasser. In effect is the big man Oscar Hinks bringing it in for Peñalosa. And a deep ball into the corner. Panama going in. Milord. Abdiel Escobar bringing it in over to Hinks and Goodridge. Big run there by Milord. Big break by Panama. And coming out to make the stop is big John Smits. And it'll be a corner for Panama. Great run out here by Roman Milord. Going through the center of the court, laying it off. But Smits coming out to cut out that angle. Abdiel Escobar is one of 2 foreign players, or playing his futsal abroad, we should say. For Corredores Sur Futsal in Costa Rica. Panama with an attempt right there, but not enough juice as we see Canada break out. Safwan Mela. Over to Kwame. Kwame. Down to Mbusha. These guys have played together and against each other for many years and know each other well. And adding to that is Obeng Tabi. Oh, a big attempt there. It was a mistouch by Loe Kwame, but he recovered, put it in out there to Safwan Mela, who just couldn't find the target. Beautiful little flick in there by Kwame and Mela. Just a little bit more of a turn on that foot, and that's a 4-3 game. But still, Panama up double now, 4-2, with 10:53 left here in the second half. Just bringing it in deep into the Panama zone. Referee asking Milord to give him the space. 5 meters. As Mbusha over to Kwame. This would be a great 1v1 battle as he takes him. And a light touch. Easy work there for Peñalosa, the 26-year-old from Los Lobos. As Panama go in, take a shot that was blocked. Back to Peñalosa, or shall I say, Oscar Hinks. No foul call there. Is Panama going? Looking to take the left shot. Big, oh, the first save was there, but put in by Achilles Campos. Making it 5 2 for Panama with 9:43 here in the second half. We see the replay. The first big save by John Smits, but the rebound at the right place and the right time was Achilles Campos. Sliding and driving that ball into the net. This 3-goal deficit now. It's going to be tough for Canada. Certainly not impossible. This is futsal. There are plenty of goals and plenty of time to make it happen. But as mentioned earlier, that difference between getting within one, it's a whole different world. But now Canada are going to have to press, and you can certainly expect the attacking goalkeeper to come in at some point over the next several minutes. So we see this line of Sebastian Lopez and Madzi Jalab. Over with Montasar. 11 Canadian players getting their first caps during this tournament. A remarkable amount for a 14-man roster. So we see Lopez signaling, wondering to get the ball in there. Madzi going 1v1, a beautiful move, left foot, and a big save by Peñalosa. That's the kind of danger you have here from Madzi Jalab, only 20 years old. A bright future indeed for the Albi Futsal Club star. And not able to control it there was Madzi. Panama taking possession into Canada's half as we see Alex Del Rosario happy with his team's performance, but not happy until the full win at the end of the buzzer, and pushing his team to do just that. So we see Campos bring it back out. Canada pressing a little harder defensively, causing the turnover. The 34-year-old Goodridge. Giving it away as Sebastian Lopez brings it in over to Safwan Mala, one of Canada's finest futsal players in the last 5 years. Chabalet, the 4-time Concacaf tournament veteran, still only at the age of 31, has another one left in him. But for now, as we see Panama protect any attempt on net, Daniel Chabalet just wants to get to the World Cup. As does his compatriot from 2021, Safwan Mala. Again, Mala only 22 years of age. Canada again, Mala. A fine poke by Castrellon. Montasar. Tamala brings it across the goal area. Header with Mala, bringing it into the center. Left-footed shot. Beautifully saved there by Jaime Peñalosa. As we take a look at Montasar with the big left low shot and getting low. Great reaction time there by Peñalosa. One of 4 Los Lobos players representing his club and national team well as Canada makes another attempt, but not enough juice in on target was Safwan Mala. Oh, Panama going in. Abdil Castrelon took his defender 1v1, left-footed shot, but not enough there. The big man, John Smits. It'll take more than that as Castrelon gets another left-footed opportunity out there, but Smits easily handling that. John Smits, the goalkeeper, winning the National Club Championship last year, as he came in for injured Canadian goalkeeper Josh Lemos, who played in the 3 previous Concacaf Championships as Canada's #1 goalkeeper. And Smits now find himself in the national team as Panama break out on a 3v2, a big opportunity. Ooh, squandered out there as Canada come back now. Here it is, Canada scores! A big play, and who else is it gonna be except Loic Kwame? And now it's 5-3, and it gets even more intense as we see Canada on the break. Mala, a quick tap, and look at the footwork to get that in. Sweep behind the leg. That's how it's done. And another goal from Loic Kwame. We knew if Canada was going to be getting back into this, he would be a massive part of it, and he certainly delivered. 5-3 with 5:35 left here in the second half. And you can bet this game is going to go right down to the wire. These two teams always competitive with each other, as we mentioned before. Canada getting possession deep into the Panamanian half. As we see Obeng Tabi bringing it in, a hard shot there from Safwan Mala. Saved, of course, by Peñalosa. But it will now be a corner kick here for Canada. And bounds and missing the mark there was Mala. One of the hardest working players on this Canadian side. Desperately wants to be a part in getting this team at very least a point. And here we go, Canada again. Kwame looking for a foul call and not getting it. You can see that badge on the right shirt, right sleeve coming off. You just know that his speed is forcing some of these Panamanian defenders to kind of grab. And we see the team come out to bring the ice pack for Alfonso Mackenzie. And again, stay tuned. Right after this game, you are going to have the host, Nicaragua versus Cuba. As we take a look at what happened there between Kwame and Mackenzie. Ooh, an opportunity corner kick, just mishit, left-footed by Ilan Canusi, the 22-year-old, also from Sporting Montreal. The other 11, Abdil Castrelon, looking to make his mark in the center again. Canusi. Making the runs in deep, fresh legs. A left-footed shot out there was beautifully saved in the low corner again. Peñalosa, as we see Montesur with a great shot, but an even better save by Peñalosa. Another shot getting through, and Peñalosa getting low. Canada getting plenty of opportunities now.
El tercer árbitro informa tiempo fuera solicitado por la selección de Canadá.
We see the timeout called by Canada with 4:25 left on the clock. Head coach Kit Tseladopoulos. As we see the fifth goal from Aquiles Campos. But Canada answering back with Mala with a beautiful touch. And look at that beautiful finish there by Loic Kwame. No sweat. No emotion whatsoever. He knows that goal is only one towards the march and getting to 5. The Canadian coaching staff setting up the plan to see what their team can do to get in and at least take a point from this. And as expected, John Smits coming out for Daniel Chamelet as the attacking goalkeeper. One of the beautiful things about futsal. So now you'll see Canada press with heavy possession. Chamelet, the defender, putting on the kid out there. They'll have 4 seconds of possession as a goalkeeper in his own half with one touch. Ooh, almost a giveaway there by Mbusha. But once the goalkeeper is on the opposing team's half, it's unlimited touches and unlimited time volleys. Just another player. And Chamelet with the 4 Concacaf Futsal Championships worth of experiences. Definitely a smart decision to bring on to quarterback this situation. But of course, there's always risk when you're going for the reward. And the risk here is Canada's net is empty. And there it is! That risk we just talked about is now a reward for Panama. And that is 6-3. And we're going to take another look at that as we see Canada pressing, but a giveaway to Claudio Goodridge, the veteran of this side, making no mistake, calmly putting it away and putting Panama up by 3 goals. But for those who are familiar with futsal, we know that just about 3 minutes and over 3.5 is more than enough time as Canada attack again. With Daniel Chamelet coming out to lead it here as the ball goes to Kwame. And Mbusha. Kwame trickles towards as the goalkeeper goes for goal, and he scores! Peñalosa getting on the scoreboard. And Canada getting caught again for the 2nd time in a minute. And it is now 7-3 for Panama. And as we said, the goalkeepers get involved, and Peñalosa picked that absolutely perfect to put Panama up 7-3 with 3:19 left in the second half. And Canada are going to be desperate to get in as we see a beautiful move there by Kwame, but just a little too far and goes out of bounds for a Panama possession. The goalkeeper's always happy when they can get on the scoreboard themselves. This is a total team game. 5 pieces, just like the 5 vowels. One piece gets broken, the whole thing falls. But in this case, Panama have been on top. Very cohesive with each other, all that experience. As we alluded to, 8 returning players from the 2021 side taking on this younger and speedy Canadian team. And the pass back to the keeper. Called as Canada will now have a free kick opportunity just outside of the penalty area, and this would be a big boost of confidence again. Canada was down by 4 against Cuba, 5-1 down in 2016 in Costa Rica when they hosted a pivotal final group stage match. Everyone thought Canada was out. Brought it back to 5-4, but it just wasn't enough. With 2:46 remaining on the clock here, they're down by 4 again. Can some of that old magic from 8 years ago come to fruition? We shall see rather shortly as Madzi Jalab, the 20-year-old star from Albi, with a prime opportunity. Lays it up, big time save. Oh goodness, Peñalosa's just been absolutely on fire for Panama tonight. And Canusi just wishing he could have blasted it a little higher. Madzi Jalab to Canusi. The speedy man from Toronto. Nothing down there as Panama take over possession. And now we see the timeout called here by Panama with 2:23 left in the second half. A win here, of course, will see Panama go top of the table here in Group B after their 6-3 victory yesterday against Nicaragua. Canada coming into the match with 1 point after their 5-5 draw yesterday with the Cubans. The Cubans, one of the youngest teams in the tournament, if not the youngest. As we take a look at some of the replays during this timeout, Panama taking advantage of that empty net. And now sit with a very comfortable forward cushion. And the final match day of the group stage takes place tomorrow. And you can catch it live here on Concacaf, all the social media channels, and all the TV rights holders, of course, as Canada look to get back in it. A little touch. Goes, but nothing. Peñalosa picks it up, launches it deep, eating a few seconds off the clock. And another man with big mitts is John Smits. Getting it over to a familiar friend over at Sebastian Lopez. To Canusi. Back up top into the center. Lays it down low for Raheem Rose. Tries the left-footed attempt. With a rocket there by Lopez, just going right of the mark. Canada pressing hard. Panama looking to hold off. This -4 goal difference is a big thing. Canada, oh, a clutch opportunity, double opportunity missed there by Madzi Jalab. First there was a big save by Peñalosa, and then just over the bar on the second rebound. And you have to think that was Canada's best chance of the last few minutes. No foul call there. Canada given possession. So we take another look. A slight touch on the throat is number 13, Alan Aparicio. Not liking the touch on the throat there. But the ref not seeing much on it. Just approaching the last minute here in the second half. Panama 7, Canada 3. Another ball deep in from Panama, losing possession. Again, you can check all of the standing score schedules and information on Concacaf.com. Tomorrow, again, match day 3, who will determine who moves on from all groups. Panama with another opportunity. No call there. A 3v1 by Canada. Big opportunity. Oh! And missed by Raheem Rose. A crucial opportunity to bring another goal back for Canada. As we said, the top 2 in each group advance, as well as the 2 best third-place finishers. And if the score holds up, Canada will be down -4 with a tough game tomorrow night against host Nicaragua, who will be very loud and very imposing, 8,000 strong here in the Polideportivo. Alexis, Arguello. Panama with a shot directly at John Smith's. 10 seconds left. Sebastian Lopez not getting it in there with under 5 seconds left. And it appears the score will stay the same. Panama with 0.2 on the clock. And it's only a mere moment away. Panama will go with 6 points up. Top of the table as the final whistle is blown. As we see Oscar Hinks, the 38-year-old defender, oldest man on the court today, holding his own as Callum Weir, the 20-year-old young future star of the Yukon, giving a hug out to his goalkeeping partner, John Smits. And Panama are certainly going to be very happy with this 7-3 result. Canada, obviously the opposite. Panama up now 6 points, clinching a spot in the quarterfinals. Canada most likely need to win tomorrow against a tough Nicaragua side. As we see the handshake amongst a capacity crowd here in Managua. We'll see the highlights with Kwame just missing the mark over there. It would be a key part as we see a big goal there by Alfonso Mackenzie. A big impact player he was today. And over there, Panama getting another one, courtesy of the left foot of Abdiel Ortiz from Los Lobos. Panama making their statement early on. Could have been more, but Callum Weir strong in goal as we see Canada come back with the big man, Loic Kwame, finishing that off and giving Canada an opportunity to get back in the game. But of course, again, it was Mackenzie off the one touch, drives it low, giving himself a beautiful hair up. Another opportunity by Caballero to no avail. And then a great defensive play from Mbusha to keep that out. It was 3-1 at the half. Canada with a quick goal, second of the matches. Kwame blasted it low left side. No chance for Peñalosa to stop it. And that made it 3-2. This shot out there by Madzi Jalab. And Panama, a beautiful, beautiful goal out there by Abdiel Ortiz. Probably the goal of the match out there. Nothing much John Smits could have done on that one. And that was one Canada wished they had. Just a millisecond away was Mbusha from tapping in Malah's shot. And the big paw save, but the rebound picked up by Campos. The 32-year-old Los Lobos player, happy to get on the board. Peñalosa was absolutely on fire all game long. And then Canada here, Kwame again with this pass. Right behind the leg, taps it in. And again, Peñalosa, a man on a mission for Panama in goal. Canada caught with the empty goal. And taking advantage was Claudio Goodrich. Made no mistake whatsoever and enjoying his dance. And why not? Panama coming away with the 7-3 victory, but that 7th goal by Peñalosa, he made a key series of saves and also got himself on the scoreboard celebrating with Achilles Campos. And the confidence that Panama has